About 3 weeks ago, visitors started noticing dead fish washing ashore.
Locally, we call them little sardines.
Salvador Cervantes is with Baja California's Civil Protection, one of the agencies called in to investigate why large amounts of these sardines were dying off.
We began gathering a series of data, doing required studies to determine what was happening.
According to Cervantes, the fish were killed by what's called thermal rollover, which occurs when there are sudden swings in temperatures and weather conditions, diminishing oxygen levels in the water.
Let's remember, we first had a wave of storms followed by dry Santa Ana winds. This generated a big change in temperatures, humidity, and wind conditions. This allowed the water to produce less oxygen at the depth where the fish live.
Cervantes says there were no foreign substances or materials found in their studies, nor some type of additional algae.
There is no evidence of another factor involved. No other species were affected, including birds or other fish found behind the dam. The only species impacted was the sardines.
Crews have collected the dead fish and have buried tens of thousands of these sardines in a giant hole at the lake. Salvador Rivera, Border Report.
And that'll do it for us today. Be sure to read all of our stories on borderreport.com. You can also find us on YouTube. From South Texas, I'm Sandra Sanchez. Thank you and goodbye.
Introducing Purple, the only mattress with the GelFlex grid, designed to relieve pressure and reduce pain, so you can end and start your day feeling refreshed. From quiet mornings to meaningful moments together, because the right bed doesn't just improve your night, it improves your day. Purple, less pain, better sleep.
It's the ultimate hockey experience. The Allen Americans are back. Join us at the Credit Union of Texas Event Center for heart-pounding action, unforgettable moments, and a community that bleeds red, white, and blue. Bring your family and friends and enjoy amazing food, fun activities, and the thrill of live hockey. Feel the rush as the Allen Americans battle it out on the ice. Get tickets today at AllenAmericans.com and join the adventure. Allen Americans Hockey, where every game is a win.
Super Bowl 60 and the 2026 Winter Olympics.
Hello, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Carney Porter.
And I'm Aaron Gonders. We're going to start things off with Chief Meteorologist Michael Bowling for a look outside. And Michael, we have our last few hours before we really got to start worrying about this weather.
Yeah, it's going to be here in about 12, 14, 16 hours in that range. And we'll start to see winter precipitation develop here in Texoma. Here's our winter storm warning. It's in effect for all of Texoma here. So really, no matter where you're at, expect dangerous travel conditions here as we go into the weekend. And there is also the chance of some localized power outages too, with the freezing rain, sleet, and snow developing. We'll talk more about that later on. And also, do not take this lightly. The extreme cold warning also in effect. We're expecting wind chills below zero for a lot of this upcoming weekend, and temperatures Sunday night into Monday morning likely below zero themselves. So we really want to start thinking about our neighbors in case they lose power. So people, your pets, make sure your pets are staying warm. Please keep them inside, and also make sure you're taking care of those pipes and plants here as we go into this weekend. Satellite radar across the area just shows some cloud cover right now. No precipitation just yet, and temperatures will actually stay mild here as we go through the overnight hours. We're going to stay mostly in the 40s here going into tomorrow morning. This showing 7 o'clock in the morning. Now as we get into the midday hours, closer to noontime, portions of the area, especially northern portions, dropping below freezing. Then we go into the afternoon, we start to drop below freezing. That's when the chance for freezing precipitation will pick up, and especially so as we go into tomorrow evening around and after sunset. We're going to break down that entire forecast coming up because that winter storm warning with the mixed precipitation and the extreme cold warning are both in effect. Those details coming up here in a few minutes, guys.
All right, sounds good, Michael. Thanks so much. We got a lot to prepare for. Now, as many prepare for that cold weather coming in, you can help us keep Texoma warm. As part of our annual coat drive, you can drop off any new or gently used coats, hats, or blankets at our station right here on Seymour Highway, at Wagoner Carpet 1 on Cal East, or over at Vernon College. We'll make sure your donations get to those who need them the most.
And speaking of helping others, a few nonprofits are opening their doors for neighbors to take refuge from the cold. From Salvation Army, Faith Mission, and an upcoming Saturday event for Homeless Lives Matter, visit our website to find a list of all the local warming centers in our area this weekend.
And the list of schools and businesses closing or having an early release continues to grow. If you want a list of all of those, you could just go over to texomashomepage.com.
Many Texoma residents are making one more stop at the grocery store to prepare for tomorrow's winter weather.
I know I already did that tonight. And Annie Young visited some different stores for us. So Annie, how are those stores and the shoppers all preparing for this weather?
Yeah, good for you, Aaron, for going by there tonight, because grocery stores here in Wichita Falls have been closely monitoring the weather and are prepared for the uptake in shoppers. Grocery store managers said that they are scheduling more deliveries and adjusting for more staffing to make the store prepared.
As a winter storm moves closer to Texoma, grocery stores are already seeing an uptick in customers preparing for the days ahead.
Our store has started taking steps actually this last Sunday. We started ordering up on your essentials. We've really taken steps to buffer our stock.
Store leaders say preparation started well before the forecast tightened, with additional orders placed to meet expected demand. Beyond inventory, staffing has also been increased to keep stores running smoothly when winter weather conditions worsen.
A ton of backup staff ready to come in and help. We are 24/7 already, and we don't plan on closing, so we'll be open. We'll be ready to serve rain, sleet, or snow.
Managers say the goal is to keep shelves stocked and doors open, even if winter weather impacts travel across the area. For many stores, the focus goes beyond business. It is about making sure the entire community has what it needs.
We're going to do everything we can to take care of our guests. We're going to make sure that we're open. We're going to make sure that we can do everything that we can to take care of the community.
Customers are encouraged to shop as early as possible, stick to essentials, and stay safe as the winter storm approaches.
With this winter storm moving in, residents are encouraged to plan ahead and plan early. Do not wait until the stormy mix begins to start planning.
Absolutely not. We've been encouraging people to stay off the roads when this storm hits and make sure you stay prepared so you don't have to go out and risk your lives doing it. All right, Annie, thank you so much for that tonight. Well, you've heard us talk about it several times with the winter weather, but pipes are among the 4 Ps to take care of next to people, plants, and pets.
President of Brian's Plumbing, Brian Walzer, says the biggest problems during a deep freeze aren't always inside the home. He says outside faucets are the number one issue they see when temperatures drop, especially when hoses are still attached or faucets aren't covered.
He says pipes inside the home can freeze too, especially when they're located along exterior walls. Plumbers recommend removing outdoor hoses, covering exterior faucets, sealing crawl space vents, leave inside faucets dripping, and make sure you know where and how to shut off your water.
Now we are going to continue talking about that cold weather, so don't go anywhere. Michael is in next with his full winter forecast. We'll be right back.
Only Purple has the GelFlex Grid, designed to help you wake with less pain, because the right bed doesn't just improve your night, it improves your day. Purple. Less pain, better sleep.
Achieving my goals as an adult was challenging without a high school diploma. With the help of an adult education center, I finished my high school diploma and it changed my life.
This yearbook is a testament to your accomplishments and how they have impacted all of us.
Getting my high school diploma made me feel like I can do anything. Now, I can help the kids in my community achieve their dreams.
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you.
My opponent is completely disregarding almost half of my arguments which I respond to.
Communities must step up.
Laws alone cannot stop bullying.
Well, I completely disagree.
Point of inquiry, do you guys even realize that the #1 killer of
children and teens are gun injuries?
You're probably starting to realize now, this is not a debate.
There is no adult in this earth that wants children to die.
I worry for my kids.
My biggest fear in the middle of my addiction was that I would never be able to get over it and that my kids wouldn't have a father. I started thinking, you know what? This isn't my story. For the longest time, fear held me back from ultimately being who I wanted to. I had to become a better man to be a better father. It's important to me that my kids are empowered and truly believe that if they can think it, they can do it.
Love the hustle, Cliff. Who are you?
Your lungs.
We're quite proud of you.
Even though you quit smoking years ago, you may be at risk for lung cancer.
Okay. Well, with the routine screening, you can detect it early when it's more curable.
Sounds good, guys. Can I get a little space here?
Biologically, no.
Okay.
Listen to your lungs. Get a routine screening that could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Traveling? Don't forget to pack News Nation in the airport, for your hotel room, at the in-laws. Take the only news network that respects all Americans with you, wherever you go. Stop by newsnationnow.com to learn more.
Oh, I don't see where you got your degree.
I don't have one. I went another route.
All right. I guess tell me a bit about your experience.
For 15 years, I've been managing logistics and mastering project management skills.
Wow. Sounds like you've got just the kind of skills and experience we're looking for.
Next time you want to share that big story out of D.C., make sure it's from The Hill, because TheHill.com is America's most shared political news brand for a reason. Trusted, credible, nonpartisan. Visit TheHill.com today.
Now, from Kansas.
Really?
By afternoon on Friday, once again, we're going to be below freezing. Then we're down to the teens for Saturday and Sunday, 27 for Monday, and then we get back above freezing late Tuesday afternoon. This is 96 hours of temperatures below freezing. Let's look at our morning lows. Around 10 degrees for Saturday and Sunday. Then I have us at 3 degrees below zero Monday morning. Likely the coldest temperature that we've had since 2021. So as we go throughout this stretch with that extreme cold warning, do not take the cold lightly. Make sure you're protecting those pipes, doing whatever you can, opening the doors, dripping the faucets, wrapping them if they're outdoor pipes, and then obviously taking care of your pets. Please keep them inside. And there's also a chance for some localized power outages due to some freezing rain downing power lines. Check on your neighbors, because you might still have power, but your neighbor a quarter mile down the road, your relative, your friend, might have actually lost their power. So make sure you check on everybody. Make sure everyone's staying warm here through this stretch. Satellite radar across the area as cloud cover really starting to build in here. And as we look to the west, there's our area of low pressure. It's not completely on shore just yet, but we got a pretty good feel for it. Let's talk about what we're going to see here as we go into tomorrow. Cloudy skies overnight tonight. We go into the day for
Who in the world is calling me the slave?
tomorrow, some light showers. It's not a ton, but some light showers to start out the day. That's going to gradually transition into this freezing rain as we go into the afternoon hours. Showing 2 o'clock, likely some sleet mixed in. We continue that as we go into the late afternoon hours. Now, early afternoon, there's a chance for some bridges and overpasses to start getting concerning here. And really, all day tomorrow, if you're traveling, please use extreme caution, because we always see the wrecks occurring right at the beginning of the precipitation starting to freeze, because people haven't realized that it's frozen yet. So please be careful all day long. But especially as we go into late afternoon, we start to get closer to sunset. That's when we're definitely going to see the roads deteriorate very quickly here as we go throughout the evening tomorrow. And there's also a chance to hear a few rumbles of thunder late tomorrow evening into the overnight hours from some convective activity. There's a chance that we could have some thunder with some sleet. It's not overly concerning by itself, but it does mean that there will be some areas of very heavy winter precipitation. Now, as we go through the overnight hours, we continue that freezing rain and sleet mix, more snow in the northern portions of Texoma, and then we get a little bit of a break as we go into Saturday. There will be some off and on periods of sleet and maybe some snow mixed in as well throughout the day on Saturday. But then the next area of precipitation rolls in as we go into late Saturday. As we go into the Saturday evening, here's all of this mix that you're seeing here. This is going to be more of a sleet and snow mix. Less freezing rain at this point, but it will continue to push through, and then it's going to start transitioning to mostly just snow, which is when we're going to get the bulk of our snowfall accumulation coming through here late Saturday with some off and on snow showers, and through the overnight hours, some snow flurries early on Sunday, and then we'll start to lose the precipitation by Sunday afternoon. So a quick breakdown of the precipitation we're expecting here. And quickly, I do want to let you know, no matter where you're at on these next few maps, dangerous travel conditions are going to occur. Winter storm conditions will occur. It doesn't matter where you're on the map. It really all evens out whenever we look at these precipitation totals. Now, sleet expected for most of the area, along with some freezing rain mixed in as we go through tomorrow night into Saturday morning. A little bit more freezing rain expected in the southeastern portions of Texoma. During the day on Saturday, mostly a sleet and snow mix with mostly just snow in the northern